Antoinette, this is David Del Prado, a fellow classmate in our addictions class. Thank you for your post. I very much appreciated your perspective on addiction, that it is not just substances. As a matter of fact, Jantz 2013 states that addiction to substances is a crutch to something that the addict, quote, takes inside from the outside. These substances, in turn, affect the neurobiology of the brain. However, he goes on to say, what if the person is their own drug of choice? That is what has come to be known as process addictions, an addiction to a mood altering behavior. Mood altering behavior also alters the neurochemicals of the brain, and the person becomes their own drug dealer. Instead of heroin, the drug is dopamine. Instead of alcohol, the drug is adrenaline. Instead of a prescription medication, the drug is serotonin. Instead of crack, the drug is norepinephrine. So, what are these process addictions? As you stated in your post, they are idols. For example, food, eating disorders, love of money, or the thrill of betting, like gambling, sexual activity or sexual immorality, as the Bible would put it, workaholism, exercise, especially when the bulk of a person's time is in the gym because they always see themselves as fat, for example, hoarding, and many more, according to Jantz. Therefore, it's not only substances that cause a dysfunction in brain circuits, such as brain reward, motivation, memory, and related circuitry. Process addictions also cause brain dysfunction. He quoted the American Society of Addiction Medicine, ASAM.org, as saying dysfunction in these brain circuits lead to characteristic biological, psychological, social, and spiritual manifestations. The process addict is seeking to get away from a low or feel relief versus experience a high. In some cases, the process addict engages in physical pain to alleviate psychological pain. Because we live in a broken world, people seek crutches to support them in in their times of trouble instead of facing their troubles, and they end up being mastered by their crutch of choice, as you alluded in your post. Mastered, and it becomes an idol. First Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12, in the New International Version Study Bible, 2008, it states, everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible for me, but I will not be mastered by anything. The Apostle Paul even points out that food is for the stomach, in other words, for nourishment, not that the stomach lives for food. That would become the idol or the crutch. The Corinthians had the false notion that they could do anything with their body and it would not affect their spiritual relationship with God. However, whatever out of the body activity is consuming our focus, it may be taking our eyes from God, who desires to support us in our difficulties, and what we are focused on could become our idol. As Christian counselors, we are in a unique position to combine our knowledge of the of the psychological, with our understanding of and reliance upon the spiritual, in order to collaborate with medical professionals to treat the physical and to help people become their own best ally in recovery. God bless you, Antoinette.